start with this, the package structured so that there's a bit of cost sharing along the way. Is it even possible for you at this stage to know what the uptake on a program like this will be?
Well, we expect the uptake will be very significant. I mean, basically what we're saying is that for the small businesses, they're going to only have to pay 25% of their rent for April, May, and June. And for the landlords, they're going to get 75% of those rents. And of course, in many cases, the landlords were very challenged. So our expectation is that there will be a very, very significant take-up. It's for every business that's had 70% or more of a decline in revenue. And that means, a very significant number of those retail shops and restaurants that have been closed, and right up to $50,000 in monthly payment for rent. So it's a big universe, and we expect that most small businesses, most landlords will want to take this up.
Does your department have a ballpark figure on the total qualifying number, what this might add up to?
Well, of course we do. We're not. We haven't put a limitation on it, but we expect that it's roughly around a $2 billion program, and the provinces and territories have agreed to come on board for that for 25% of it. So the federal government is paying the lion's share of this in order to make sure that we get that support to small businesses. But it's been a cooperative effort that we've been working together with the provinces on for the last week.
U.S. There's a suggestion today from Stephen Mnuchin that for energy companies, the U.S. might take a stake in those firms. Is that something that the government would consider here in having some kind of potential share in post-pandemic upside if you're bailing companies out?
Well, where we're going to start, Amanda, is not with any sort of bailing out for any sector. What we're looking at is to try and provide credit so those sectors can get through this time. So if you think about the airline sector where you started today, there's a real challenge in getting from where virtually nobody's flying back to normal. So the best thing we can do is provide credit. And that's the hope, that we don't actually have to bail out companies or don't have to take equity, but rather find a way to get people through this. What you saw in 2008, 2009 is that there were some companies that went into bankruptcy or CCAA, and therefore there was some decisions that were taken during that time. We're trying to not have those decisions by giving credit at the appropriate time. And I think you'll see largely consistent efforts around the world trying to make those businesses, enable the businesses to get through this time without having to have the government take equity.